Look at you, baby dolls. I just came back from the exciting task of folding my blanket. We have some recent crypto news going on here, but first, we're going to look at Bitcoin smashing down. We are down so far here like 2.8%. We are starting off the week in Poopy McPooptown. I want to just highlight something to you. Look at what the market makers do. I've been in markets, 12 years, and I always see this. The scammers, the thieves, before they smack it down, they go up every single time. See, they just start smacking it up. And then when they're done, bang, they just start hitting market. Why do they do that? It's because what they want to do is, once they start smacking it up, they attract bids. They attract people who they want to basically just scam in the game. They just start smacking it up and they just cut and reverse the whole position and then they just go do the real move. I've seen this so many times. You'd be surprised, even before some big, exogenous shocks. We are still working our way through the weekly super trend. This is the weekly chart for Bitcoin. We still have to push through October. Now, before I continue, friends, I want to remind you something. I got a post about this. I've heard that if the ETF gets approved in October, mid-October, it will start trading in December. If we get approved in October for the ETF, we might just go rush up 45, 48K. I mean, if that happens, you might have to be ready to liquidate some of your positions if Bitcoin goes there too fast. But hey, there's no guarantees. Firstly, you need the approval. Secondly, you need an up-only euphoria move. So we're going to wait and see how that plays out. But look at this crypto news, friends. A lot of things have been going on. So I'm actually going to speak about this one today. We're going to go through all of them. So Zach XBT, he's revealed that GotBit, otherwise known as GotShit, are conducting illegal crypto trading activities from New York. Now, they have a New York office. They're also in Lisbon. They're also in London. So they've been given a nod of approval by the corrupt SEC and the corrupt Department of Injustice. What do I mean by nod of approval? Well, if you see a criminal going out there dealing illicit substances and robbing people in broad daylight and a police officer walks past, you would say that police officer is also a criminal, right? For the citizens, if we watch stuff like that happen and we turn a blind eye and we get caught, we can be charged for that. Just like if you're watching a murder, you're like, oh, well, let's walk around. Let's do nothing, okay? It's the same standard for them. So I've got to remind you, right? The friendly reminder, the Coinbase judge implied that Gary Gensler, the semen demon, and the corrupt SEC are bribed criminals. They use these words to say, well, you're making stuff up. You're lying. You're not doing anything. That's judge speak for you're lying, you're being bribed, and you're scum. Let's continue. Also, a former SEC official urges the criminal charges against FTX founder SBF's parents, so Soy Bankman-Fried. And here I am just interjecting with, obviously, friends, if you watch anybody on YouTube, by the way, who just reads off a teleprompter, what are you doing with your life? Is this what you came here for, just to watch somebody read off a script, friends? This is why you like, subscribe, press the bell button, and all. We're here to give you the passion, the fire. Feel the fire. The corrupt SEC is going to feel the fire too. I have a friendly reminder here. The corrupt SEC officials, they should take a look in the mirror first. So yeah, SBF, he should be in jail, but you should go first. You guys have let 30,000 more crimes happen because he's all bribed. We also had Vitalik, the alien, warn against CBDCs and say that they are front ends for the US banking system. Well, unfortunately, here we go, friends. This is the juiciest part of what I'm about to tell you. Friendly reminder, we should tell Vitalik, let's check back on MetaMask, fake DeFi MetaMask, and fake DeFi Uniswap. Let's check back on them in about 3 years. Let's see how they are doing with the whole CBD thing. Friends, I promise you, it's going to go exactly how you think it's going. These big trends that you see, they never reverse. I've never seen any part of history where they ever reverse. They haven't. They just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until some sort of climax. So the climax might actually be everybody moves on to Uniswap X, which I've already reported is going to be a permission-required provision of liquidity. And fake DeFi MetaMask, we already know it's controlled by Consensus, which is owned by JP Mosquito. It's tainted. They etch closer and closer, okay? So that's why if you try to call these things early, people say, oh, conspiracy, conspiracy. But if you just sit here long enough, just watch it happen. I don't want it to happen, but you know it's going to happen. We also had a follow-up of Ben Armstrong, BitBoy, heating up the battle with Hit Network, saying, I do not negotiate with terrorists. So I watch a bit of it. It's gone back and forth. It's going to be a while, friends. There's so many allegations they're fighting. It is what it is. Okay, also, Kevin O'Leary, He is a clear bottom and top signal when he appears, okay? 2019, 2020, he called crypto a full scam. I remember that. At 2021, he came on TV and he was just, top signal. And now he's back to being quiet since the FTX debacle. He's licking his wounds. So we're going to wait and see how that plays out. And I want to remind you, okay, I made a recent video, okay, Richard Strikes. So Richard Hart has spoken about how the community can contribute using AI to help the courts to see the light and fight against the corrupt SEC. So Richard strikes back. I made this video here. It's had very, very positive responses. The whole community loves and appreciates it. Well, remember, I love and appreciate you too. That's why I give you the highest value content, because being second best ain't good enough, friends. We're not going to make it with second best. Go ask my neighbor with Litecoin. Litecoin wanted to be second best to Bitcoin. You didn't even know that there was a Litecoin halvening. I want to remind you, there is nothing more satisfying than seeing market maker algorithm scum get destroyed. So look what happened here, just to share with you, friends, before we get to the crux of it. Look, trading bots, okay? What one genius did, one person, he made a coin and he named the coin. In the name of the coin, he put these brackets with his dollar amount. So that's the actual name of the coin. So if you search up an Etherscan, $129, you'll find it. Okay, so what it did was it spoofed the wallet movement out there when people are looking through the transactions. So it looks like, oh wow, this one wallet received 47 million Dodo. Look at this DWF. You're going to remember these market makers. He's one of the alleged corrupt SEC guys that they let slide by. Okay, so what he did was he spoofed it. Now, all these on-chain bots, what they do is they have a filter out there and they go, wow, this coin has moved millions of dollars and it's only got, say, a 40 million market cap. Let's get short. And as you can see what happened, the scum bots fell for it. Here, it does it here. And look, they just get all short. They got wrecked. And then the real move comes out. So this is playing dirty because they play dirty, okay? These people, just to let you know, these market makers, okay, they get given near zero trading fees on the exchanges, just to let you know. They get given very, very, very low fees, like minus 99.9% off. That's why they can like move stuff up and then cut and reverse move stuff down, because it's like a Uniswap liquidity pool with the honeypot. If they move things up and like as tiny as like $100 from somebody gets bought in, they can just move it back down. They've sucked out that guy's $100, okay? Because their fees are only like $1, okay? But if you try to do that, you can't. Why? Because when you push it up, even though somebody put in $100, it costs you maybe like $300 just to push it up in fees. And then when you sell back down, that's your net difference. So yeah, you've made $100 off that person entering, but you've lost $300 in fees. But these guys get like $1, just to give you a clear example. So this was the actual breaking news. So there is a company market maker out there called GotBit. Like I said, they are now named as GotShit. Now, GotBit, corrupt. They have a New York office. And they got caught doing this. So they have like this little pamphlet here. They even admit here, look, they're going to regret this so bad, by the way. They literally say here, I'm going to read for you the thing. They say, during the first minutes of price discovery, we're going to push the price up for you 10x to create FOMO. And we will accumulate as much buying power as we can. You know what that means? Accumulate buying power means we will trick, deceive, and harm innocent retailers who are coming in to participate in the future of crypto. We will do it on purpose to get them to put their money in. We will reach extreme X's, so we will steal so much money from them. And then we will sell maximum tokens on the subsequent spike. It's exactly this move, bang, like that. They do the exact same thing. They just admitted it. They're going to completely regret this, by the way. I'll tell you right now. Now, who lets them go? The corrupt SEC, wrongfully and illegally targeting Richard Hart, PulseChain Hex community, which is real DeFi, which is free speech. Isn't it sad? It is sad because they let these guys go and they let these things happen to us. So we know we're not gonna go down without a fight. So GotBit, they have an office in London and New York. The corrupt SEC, the corrupt Department of Injustice, letting these people slide. Who do they go after? Oh, let's go after the fat dude twerking, even though there's a community of 200,000 people who are gonna go to 1 million. So ZachXBT really is doing the work of the people, okay? So he revealed they're incriminating market services, which they admitted price manipulation, wash trading, stealing of public investors. They just admit all of it. All of it. You're not allowed to do this. I know. See, it's funny. I know. You're watching these candles. You're like, wait a minute. You're telling me every time we see these moves, it's actually illegal? Yes. Yeah, they're actually illegal. It's just The issue is you just can't get caught. You understand? You just can't get caught. It happens in the shadows. It happens all day. You're just not allowed to get the spotlight on you. If you get the spotlight on you, you are wrecked. Okay? It's funny. Here they are as I suggested. Follow here. Performance-based, focused market making by a hedge fund. You see what I mean? So hedge fund scum, market maker scum, MEV also scum. All these bots, quants, all of these friends, they're literally scum. And by the way, they use these words. They'll use the word arbitrage when they don't really mean arbitrage. So arbitrage means a risk-free profit. It's like if someone's selling a banana for $7 and somebody else is selling it for $8, you buy the one off the $7 dude and you try like sell it at like $7.90. You know what I mean? You try to just sit in between. Now, what happens is these market makers, they don't want to give you they don't want to tell you that they're doing something illegal. So what they'll do is they'll say, oh, we're doing arbitrage. It's like these just nerd. Just imagine this nerd, bowl haircut loser with pens in his front pocket. That's what they just do all day, okay? By the way, SBF came from an office that was doing this, just to let you know. So they're all scum, filthy trash. And what they do is, okay, they use this word arbitrage. What they really mean by arbitrage is exactly what they explain in here. What they mean is they go, well, we bought up the coin 10x, okay, and we know the thing went up 10x because of us. So let's say investors are putting like $100,000 on the exchange, 100K. So then when they sell it back down, they're like, oh, it was arbitrage because we know the thing shouldn't have gone up 10x in such a short amount of time. That's arbitrage. They use the word arbitrage just to say anything. That's like me saying I'm here to donate my services, but me donating my services involves like, you know, robbing you of money. For example, like let's say I knew you were going to go to the pub and have a drink and I saw your wallet on the table and then I just stole $500 out of your wallet. And then I called it, hey, I was just donating my services to help you not be an alcoholic. Okay. So I don't want you to drink. I'm looking after your health so much. I don't want your liver to be damaged. So I donated my service to you, right? And then you just leave it at that. When really you took money out of that person's pocket and you're like, see, I'm doing you a favor. That's exactly what they do. You want to know what the chart is? Look, friends, this is from their pamphlet. This is from their pamphlet. That's why it's not conspiracy. Stop using this word conspiracy. I've been telling you this. Look at this. They actually have, look at that trashy buy zone. Okay, look what they do. They actually buy it up and they're selling it. You see, they're buying up. They make the range. So I want you to zoom in. This is what they do, man. This is what they do. Okay, so they buy it up. They make the range. You see this range? So what they do is when they've established the range, they want a clear range, you know? Okay, let's say it's trading at $1 and like $2, right? They will then push it up. They will break their own range because they know all you retailers love buying tops. Do you see that? You love buying momentum. Where is your friend Somi buying? Here. Your friend Somi is buying here. Now, you can stretch this out over like a 4-year time frame, okay? But all of you people, you want to go buy the latest meme coin, you want to go do all this is what you're doing, okay? Now, with meme coins and on-chain stuff, you don't have these egregious and disgusting, nefarious market makers, but the market naturally plays its cycle out like this. It's just that these people keep creating the cycle, you know? Now, in a meme coin, for example, right, you do have insider scum, but it's more of a fair play. But look, it's fair is in like anybody can be the top 5%. It's just that 90% of people still lose. In this game, no retailer can win at all. Okay, you just can't win. You're conditioned to buying green candles. And look, see, these are green candles. You're buying at the tippy top of green candles, and then you get distributed, dunked on. And look, it comes back here. This is where you are complacent. And you say, oh no, we're just loading up the dip. This is a good dip. We've made a higher low, higher support base, just loading up the dip. We got to go. And then what they do is you might start seeking battles on Twitter and YouTube going like, oh, this person's jealous. He just doesn't want this coin to go up because he's jealous. And yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad. That's what the game is. This is literally the game. By the way, you can beat these if you're in the top 5%. If you trade all day, you dedicate yourself really, really good, you'll do it. Okay, but here's the thing, okay? There's like, what, there's thousands of us, friends? There's like, what? There's going to be 100,000 of us. I'm trying to grow this community to hundreds of thousands of people, to 1 million people. There is literally impossible for everyone to win unless you take a long-term view. Don't forget, we're here for these beautiful green candles, okay? Now, I had a bonus message here for you just because I can't stop giving you high-value content. Do you remember I mentioned earlier DWF? Look at this. This dude from DWF. Let's read the red part. I don't know what are these losers doing, okay, friends? Firstly, when you're in trading, you don't talk about what you do. That's it. You don't tell anybody what you do, especially in this shadow world. If you're in statistical world, because their edge is razor thin, because they're all scum, they're all cockroaches, and there's like 3 breadcrumbs on the floor, okay? And they're all like sapping and parasites. You don't talk on the internet about what you're doing. You don't send emails. You don't even speak to friends. You know, by the way, I'm gonna let you know, I know people in the game, their own friends, like, you know, their own, like, say, 6 circle of friends, they don't even know that this person is doing bots in crypto and trading. They don't even know that. They think he's just in finance. He's doing like he's a broker. So this person obviously is untrustworthy scum if you're a friend, because they've been lying his whole life. But he's so paranoid about other people figuring out what he does. They don't want him to even. They don't want him to ask questions. That's what these people do. They're secret and they're shadowy. And guess what? By the way, when they start losing money, then they go ask for help. And then when they get help, they disappear again. They stop messaging you. You know, so I've got a lot of stories to tell you, friends, over the years. Okay, so look what he says here. We integrate trading pairs in our high-frequency trading system, and then we run market-neutral aggressive strategies against the order books, which boost organic trading activities. That is nerd speak for market manipulation, okay? it's so dumb, mate. Don't do this, dude. I think this guy's a founder, bro. Fire yourself. You do not be at a company who does trading and stuff. You don't talk about it. You live in the shadows, friends. You're supposed to live in the shadows. Why are they talking about it? Oh, gee, maybe they have the corrupt SEC turning a blind eye. Golly gee, I can't figure that out. Instead, they're coming after us. They're coming after Richard Hart, Real DeFi, free speech. They're coming after everybody in crypto. They're coming after Solana, Cardano. They're coming after XRP. I mean, they're coming after legit communities who say there's value. They're coming after that. Instead, they let the scum go by. Right? They let the scum go by. Why? Why do you think they let the scum go by? Well, I'm gonna answer the question for you. It's because, okay, firstly, friendly reminder, okay, Gary Gensler should be fired for harming Real DeFi and free speech. Why do they let the scum go by? It's because when the ETF is approved by Rocca Negra, when they need to cap the prices of everything and they got to really get their tentacles deeper in, they know exactly who to go to corrupt them. They're already corrupt, by the way, okay? They know exactly who to go. It's just like if you're a police officer and you knew there were like 5 drug dealers in the area, but you kept arresting all the others. By the way, sometimes cops do this, by the way. So they know who the bad guys are. Why? It's a controlled demolition. They understand. They go, you know what? This dude, he deals drugs, but he doesn't stab anyone. You know, he doesn't rob anybody. He just sits there in the corner. Let's leave him out there. And you never know. He might get contacts with the bigger stuff later on. That's how this game works. And don't forget, we live in this world, friends. It's not clear at all. There are murky waters everywhere. That's why the shorter your time frame, the more you are playing with scum like this, who are just literally, they're coming out on Twitter. They're just bragging to you. They're bragging to you on Twitter. Ha, we're taking all your money and you're trash. Don't forget, the corrupt SEC and the corrupt Department of Injustice, they have a whip. It's full of barbs, and they're just whipping the poor man all day as slaves. Whipping poor men, poor women, poor ducks, and poor squirrels. Luckily for you, you know exactly where it's at. Make sure you like, subscribe, press the belly button, and all. I appreciate every single one of you. We're going to get a bull market, friends. It's coming soon. Catch you in the next one.